All right, so let's
Incredible
get straight
stuff.
into the papers. I'm holding the Mirror, Ghana's popular weekend paper. And the front page, interesting. Church wedding doesn't prevent polygamy. That's according to a lawyer, and we'll read that in a bit. We'll hold your horses. We'll delve into that a bit. And then another one, it is risky to migrate without clear purpose. That's Nanama Edu Kwapon. And insulated bottles, new status symbol in hydration. I believe that. And at the back, it has, I think it features Gabby Thomas, the U.S. sprinter, who won a gold medal at the just ended Olympic Games in Paris.
The Daily Graphic, they say truth and accuracy every day. The Daily Graphic Weekend Special, big front page story. UMass student throws president at presidential pitch, comes with a photograph of the president and the winner. That's Samuel Namwingwa. I hope I got the name correctly. Together with the NEIP boss, Kofi Owusu in Cancer, presenting the cash prize of, I think, 250,000 Ghana cedis to the winner of the presidential pitch. Back page of the Daily Graphic Weekend Special. And the 20 FIFA Women's World Cup campaign is up and running. Princesses primed for glory in Colombia. Coach, you see Basigi is there. And our star player, Mefia Nyamewa, is also in there. So that's with the Daily Graphic Weekend Special. Moving on to the Spectator, an interesting piece of personality profiling of Abla Jifa Gomashi, MP for Ketu South constituency, an incredible person in the creative arts space. So yeah, interesting profiling on Jifa Abla Gomashi. And also an unfortunate one, as Godwin Avenogbo passes on. I've seen so many senior journalists in the space give him his due, give him his flights for the kind of work he's done over there. I think before his passing, it was with Melcom as lead or director for their communications. So sad. Godwin Avenogbo passes on. Story on page 3 on the Spectator newspaper. And finally, a caution. Exercise regularly to boost sexual drive. Married woman told. Actually, no, let me read it again. It says, exercise regularly. Just not once in a blue moon. Not once every 2 weeks. Not once every month. Or twice a month. Regularly. To boost sexual drive. And I'm not talking to the men. They said married woman told. Page 3. I'll bring you that story. And any details for us?
So I was going to start with the church wedding doesn't prevent polygamy, according to lawyer Jomo. But then I saw an editorial in the Mirror that says, let left-handed individuals be themselves. And I'm reading that because you are a lefty, as we call them.
Right now, they say southpaw.
Hey, we are sorry, southpaw.
They say Latino, 1990 casa. It's southpaw.
So I just wanted to, what were the challenges you experienced? Like in school and all of that?
So all the time when we moved from primary to JHS, right, we had this like one-sided desk thing. So like the desk is in a way that is connected to the chair.
Okay. Oh, those ones with the,
But
and it's always on the right.
On the right. So then you have to bend a little over to be able to, it was so discomforting. And all the time I kept asking myself. And the other thing really, but that was more cultural, right, specific to some cultural sects. So for example, you are buying something, then you subconsciously or you forget yourself and you are trying to
because that's your active hand, that's your dominant hand.
Then there was this one time, so Charlie, some closest seller, she watch me up and down, she watch me up, watch me down, watch my shoes again, watch my face again. Then you know the thing. Charlie, the one thing she know saw the closest for me. I'm not even joking. It was like so I didn't understand what was going on. I'm like. Then I later realized that it was because I was trying to receive with my left. But I get that could be culturally offensive to some people. But yeah, I mean, I'm like, I didn't force myself to be southpaw.
That's true. Your left hand is more dominant, so you're more likely to, raise it to pick something or give something to somebody. But
thankfully, but they say the average southpaw is actually more intelligent than the average. So we'll take that, it's fine. We'll just, and we have apparently the nicest handwriting Sometimes I'm not too sure about mine.
I've seen
I
your
don't, sometimes I'm not
handwriting.
too sure
No,
about
I don't
mine,
think
but-
that one
but
is right.
once there's research to back it, we'll take it. We'll
Of
take
course
it.
you will. But so this editorial in the Mirror is asking, left-handed individuals, they face discrimination, marginalization, to the extent of being forced to conform to a right-handed world.
Yeah.
And so they're asking them to let them be themselves, to be able to
Let
use,
us be. We beg. Let us be. Yeah,
to be able to use their left hand.
Yeah, because like I also face that even like, but with me, I'm sure my sweat ding. Yeah, because they tried. I would be like
To let you
to,
use
to
your right.
convert. Yeah, it just wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work.
Yeah, so they're asking to
so
let you be and be yourself.
But I don't think it will be necessary. Just let us be.
Just let you
Yeah,
be.
just let us be.
Yeah. All right. Church wedding doesn't prevent polygamy. That's according to a lawyer. Managing partner at Law Plus Attorneys at Law, Mr. Dennis Ajejumo, has clarified that having a white or church wedding does not necessarily ensure a monogamous marriage. In an interview in Accra last Tuesday with the Mirror, he stated that while monogamous marriage required complete commitment, allowing no additional spouse unless legally dissolved, many people mistakenly assumed that a church wedding guaranteed exclusivity. He was speaking ahead of the first edition of Ghana's Marriage Governance Conference, scheduled for Tuesday, August 27, at the British Council in Accra. He explained that couples who undergo customary marriages can have their union blessed in a church or through a white wedding. However, he cautioned that not all churches and pastors are licensed to perform marriages that prevent spouses from marrying others. So just be cautious about that.
Interesting.
He explains further. So, but what I'm taking from this, not all churches and pastors are licensed to perform marriages that prevent spouses from marrying others. So you need to check your church's license, the sort of license that your church has before you sign at the church. Because I know sometimes your church may not have the license, so you'll go to either the AMA or the KMA and go and sign those documents. So women, I'm saying women because we're the ones who are normally, found wanting. Be wise. Do your checks.
Shatawale has some really funny meme, right, on social media. It's like, everybody won, only you two. Why? It's like, everybody won, only you two. Why? Like, but on the road,
Shatawale is a character.
Why? One is fine, right?
Yeah, one is fine.
One should be
Thank
fine.
you.
But I guess for some people, the reasons differ, right? So for some, it's more
speak for
social
people.
status.
Social status to have two
Yeah,
wives.
yeah,
I
or
feel
more.
like that's a chore. You
Yeah,
have to
but
please.
they can
Women are difficult.
but they can afford, and the women
well,
don't complain. So
well.
yeah, for some they say it's for some other personal reasons, right? So it's a choice. But I'm like, see, if you have a fine Ghana woman, yeah, Charlie, you're fine. Yeah, you don't need any stress. Yeah, Charlie, if she's Ghanaian and she's a woman, Ghana brought up woman, no, you don't need another one. She should sort you out. Anyway, guys, UMAT student throws president at presidential pitch. It's great because this is on the Daily Graphic Weekend special front page story. These stories are important, right? And it's important to highlight people doing amazing in the space. So, excerpts of the story says, it was an ecstatic moment for Samuel Namwingma, a native of Damongo in the Savannah region, when he emerged overall winner of the 5th presidential pitch held in Accra yesterday. The 25-year-old electrical and electronic engineering diploma student of the University of Mines and Technology, UMAT, at Takwa, in the Western region, took home 250,000 Ghana cedis for his innovation dubbed Smart Switch, which was adjudged the overall best by the panel members, although the prize money for the winner was originally 200,000 Ghana cedi. Luck smiled at him when President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo added a personal package of 50,000 Ghana cedis. Charlie, when we pray that you have to locate your destiny helpers, I'm sure this guy understood it. He understood the assignment. Excerpts of the story continue to read. It says, by this feat, Namwingma became the maiden winner of the Dr. John Kuma Prize for Innovation and Entrepreneurship, which was launched by President Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo at the event in honor of the late Deputy Minister of Finance for his contribution to entrepreneurship and innovation. The former student of Don Bosco Technical Institute in Sunyan in the Brno region beat off competition from 9 other pitchers, including Wisdom Tukunubuedu, who placed second and received 150,000 for his innovation Fresh line. The story goes on to talk about government's commitment to helping young entrepreneurs. The president commended young Ghanaians who had demonstrated their innovative ideas through the presidential pitch and urged them to stay focused on scaling up those ideas for the benefit of the society. He described as remarkable the impact of the work of the winners of various seasons in the presidential pitch in addressing societal challenges for sustainable development. It goes on to talk about John Kuma being immortalized, the late former Deputy Finance Minister MP for, is it Ejiso?
Yeah,
yes. So as means of immortalizing the contribution made by the first Chief Executive Officer of the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program, the late Dr. John Kuma, President Kufuor declared that beginning from next year, the week preceding the presidential pitch will be named after him. I made a promise to my dear friend, the late Dr. John Kuma, to immortalize his memory for his contribution to entrepreneurship, and that day has arrived. So interesting things is being done by the NEIP. It will be interesting to note whether the next government will even continue with that state agency. But I think they are doing amazing within the space because there are a lot of young people out there, like I was saying earlier on, who have amazing ideas and innovation. But what they don't have is that capital to scale it up and that sort of opportunities, really. And that guidance going through regulatory framework approvals and all of that. So with the NEIP, it is to curb that, except that a lot of the time you see them committing a lot of resources and monies to some of these groups, but they don't tell their success stories. I don't want to believe the success stories aren't there, because you understand that the Pizza Man guy, for example, is a product of the NEIP. And if that's the case, that's brilliant, because see the way he's been able to scale up his business. Yeah. Right? I'm not sure about the look on your face, but I'm making my point. Right? So, except for him, you don't hear of others. But people who work there will tell you that, see, we have a lot of success stories, right? So they should tell us a lot more what they've been able to use all of those resources allocated to their agency in terms of helping young Ghanaian businesses. I'm sure Ghanaians want to know more about them. And for those who are also interested in taking opportunities that they provide, it would help them know how to navigate the terrain better.
Right. You remember last week we were talking about drinking water and getting fancy bottles. So there's a whole variety of bottles here in the mirror. Insulated bottles, new status symbol in hydration. Do you have a fancy bottle?
Charlie, I had a Chelsea bottle. Somebody stole it.
Oh, how?
In Accra Academy. So that was a long time ago.
That's a long time ago.
But yeah,
I thought recently.
It pained me. So since then, I couldn't be bothered about how flashy the bottle looked. Yeah, it was a sad one.
Well, yeah. So the prices range from as high as 2,715 Ghana cedis for a bottle. The Stanley. I don't know if you've heard, or you've seen on social media.
But to be
Stanley
fair,
cup,
on my birthday,
cup.
someone got me an interesting bottle with like an interesting scripture on it. So I thought it was engraved. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Except that
fancy
I can't
bottles,
find
just
where
to
I
make
put
sure
it.
that
But I'm sure it's somewhere. It's somewhere.
It's a gift.
It's somewhere in the house.
Supposed to
No, it was
keep
really
it.
a lovely gift. I really appreciated it.
And yet
a
you
lot.
don't
So
remember.
it's somewhere.
Okay.
It's somewhere. I'll find it and start using it.
Okay, sure.
But if I get my sky water,
you're okay.
I'm sorted.
Okay. All right. Other stories you'll find in the mirror. You know how the economy is. So the mirror is giving you top tips for healthy eating on a budget. And they're saying that you have to plan your meals. You can cook at home. You replace meat with other proteins, because now meat is expensive. 35 is expensive.
Charlie, but I have a problem. I have a serious problem. I don't understand why wache fish is more expensive than kinky fish. No, on a more serious note.
I actually haven't paid attention.
Oh.
Really?
Go to the next wache joint near you and the next kinky joint near you, compare. You want to buy wache fish, they'll tell you that pacho 2 cedis in me, 10 cedis, 15 cedis, some even 25 cedis. I'm like, wow, no problem. Then you go to the kinky seller. Then the fish, 5 cedis, at least you get something manageable. 10 cedis, even size up.
But the wache.
Charlie, I don't even understand. So maybe you need to pay attention. Is it that they don't buy from the same But it's the same market they go to.
Yeah, but I've also always wondered why fish here is more expensive
than fish in Kumasi.
I tell you.
Or in Ashanti region.
I tell you.
The Kumasi people, they come through for us.
I tell you.
The food vendors.
That was one of my, I was like, but they had a fish, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
You can't tell me that their excuse is always fresh.
Yeah. So maybe people are eating 50-year-old fishes and stuff. Is it a chicken that are bringing the country? Some of them are 10 years old. I can't imagine, but yeah, it is what it is.
Yeah, say buy in bulk, bring your own lunch, and pack snacks. They're also teaching you how to make a bunabunu contemporary soup. I love a bunabunu.
And exercise regularly to boost your sexual drive. Married women told. This is just public education. So
disclaimer.
Guys,
Disclaimer.
So when it comes to the stories by Amatechiwa Ampedu Ajiman, it's not me saying. Let me be clear on it. So it says when it comes to achieving sexual satisfaction, most married women have no idea that physical exercise plays a huge role in getting that wonderful experience in their bedrooms. Yet, Pakwesi Sian Ankoma, a fitness instructor and founder of the PK Fitness Group in Koforidua, sheds light on an often overlooked aspect of marital life, how physical fitness directly impacts sexual satisfaction for married women. Speaking to The Spectator in an exclusive interview, Mr. Ankoma shared his concerns about a growing number of women who neglect exercise, leading to diminished libido and difficulty achieving orgasm. According to him, these issues are contributing factors to infidelity and divorce problems that were increasingly prevalent in the country. Mr. Akuma explained that many women experience a shift in priorities once they get married, especially after having children, adding that the demands of both home and work life often led them to deprioritize their sexual health and intimacy with their husband. This neglect, he warned, has far-reaching consequences, including a decrease in sexual desire and satisfaction, which can strain marital relationship. He emphasized that a sedentary lifestyle, which was common among many married women, significantly impacts their sexual health. The story goes on and on and on. But I think the point is well made, right?
Very well made.
So work-life balance, find a balance, and also find a way to
exercise.
So we church kakra, church girl kakra. Now we Rihanna susu kakra. Not just say
what
balance.
Mean?
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. So,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Is it a Jesus girl with a little Rihanna and a little Beyonce? Yeah, you spice things up small. I'm sure.
I see.
Oga at the top will be very happy. So. Yeah, that's the advice or the word this morning. So balance it. I think it's a very important conversation.
Definitely.
Work-life balance. A lot of people struggle to juggle the two. And when kids set in, it's even worse. So you quite recall on Sunday breakfast when we had I've forgotten her name, but she was here to talk about first-time moms.
First-time moms, yeah.
It came up a lot in the conversation. So finding the right balance between managing your home, managing the career, especially when children are in, it can be quite tough, and the mental toll will take on you will take a long time to repair if you don't manage it well. So if you are struggling, seek some professional help.
We're also advocating for self-care for women. You know, take care of yourselves. Just feel good.
What's the difference between soft care and soft life? Or self-care?
Self-care. So self-care, you know, you're taking yourself to the salon, you're getting massages,
But that's the soft life too, right?
Oh, soft life, no day. I don't know, you're discounting you don't care how you spend it. But if you're the one paying for these things yourself, you'll manage the money well.
Don't do this.
But when Jude gives you the money in bulk.
Self-care, interesting.
Soft life.
The terms coming up are so many. I can't even keep up.
At
that time, I heard someone also say emotional justice. Just say right now there, any small thing or something. Actually, anyway, it's all good.
Yeah. So that's our news package for you.